Hello everyone and happy Transfer Tuesday. I'm actually filming this on a Monday. I never do this. I've probably only filmed on a Monday like once or twice over the last couple of years, but I do have a busier Tuesday tomorrow, so figured I would go ahead and do this. I always film my Transfer Tuesdays on Tuesday, which is why lately they've been getting uploaded so late, just because I've had busier work days and just fitting everything in. So maybe I should start filming on Monday, but I'll probably just continue to do Tuesdays. This should be a quick video. I only have savings to share, savings for my student loans. No investments this week, and just a couple of things. I'll also share a little bit more detail about the loans that I do have. Like if I were to apply the money I have, how much of each loan I would be able to pay off. So let me start with the transfers that I've made over the last week, but let me first start with explaining that I do have $36,000 of student loan debt left. That is my only debt. If you have student loans or federal student loans, then you know that they've been in forbearance and at 0% interest for over 2 years now. I have not actively been paying down my student loans because I make more money by saving for them in my high yield savings account. I have my account with Marcus by Goldman Sachs. I keep all of my money saved in there. I earn interest every month, and that is why I prefer to save. So I have a large lump sum of money that once we do have to pay our student loans back, I will make that lump sum payment to my student loans and then go from there. And as of right now, they are supposed to be coming back on September 1st, but they're also supposed to announce this. They're gonna, Biden should be telling us whether or not this is happening, whether or not it's going to be extended, and anything else related to student loans, but so far haven't heard anything. We are less than 10 days away from September 1st, so I just find it really annoying that they haven't announced anything in regards to that still. I really thought it would come a couple of weeks ago, and then I was like, okay, it has to be this week, but it's still not here, and they're just saying like, there will be an announcement this week. Like, of course there will be, because this is the final week before September comes. So it's just pretty insane to me that they're waiting this long. And I do find it frustrating that they haven't just given us an answer. Obviously, I am well prepared to pay these back, but I just hate the unknown of things because I would like to know what to expect, within the next few days. I will say that I did log into my student loan account. It used to be with Navient. Now it is with Aidvantage, and I do have a minimum payment due. So my minimum payment before the forbearance was like $127. I had recently changed to like a lower plan. I would have to go back and look at what I'm actually on, but I remember I had selected a lower payment plan so that I could put more money toward the higher interest debts that I have, and I do see that minimum payment currently, and then the interest rates started populating as well, which was not there for the whole past 2 years. But they haven't announced anything. I haven't received any emails, nothing of that sort, so it's just interesting to log in and see that. It says payment due, but it doesn't give a due date, so I have no clue. Anyways, let's talk about the transfers that I've done over the last 2 weeks. And last Transfer Tuesday, I reached $20,100 saved for my student loans. And I did make a transfer on August 17th, or I guess it was August 18th. I don't know if I did it in the evening and it went the next day, but anyways, I received a Venmo notification that Rachel Hickey sent me $50, and she said, congratulations on over 20K. Thank you, Rachel. She does have her own YouTube channel here. She also films Transfer Tuesdays and also shares her financial journey, so be sure to check her out and subscribe. Thank you so much, Rachel. I really appreciate it. And I did make that $50 transfer that day or the next day. It was August 18th. And that put me at $20,150 saved. And then this morning, I did wake up to another notification from Venmo that Sina, again, he sent me $50. So he said, thanks for putting time and effort to make great content. Thank you so much, Sina. I really, really appreciate it. And then I saw that notification this morning, so I went ahead and made that $50 transfer. So that went through this morning and brought me to $20,200 saved for my student loan. So again, thank you so much to Rachel and Sina. I appreciate y'all so much. And those are the 2 transfers I've made so far. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and do is a $100 transfer. I was hoping to do more. I wanted to do like 300 so I could get to 20,500, but I don't think I'll be able to do that. I always have to calculate everything. I did get paid from YouTube today, so I put about half of that to my tax savings, and then I have to keep a certain amount in my bank account so that I have enough money for the first of the month to pay rent and everything that comes up then. So I have a few hundred in my bank account now, my checking account, and then I get paid again on the final day of the month, and I need like a decent amount to pay for everything on the first, second, third, like the first through the fifth of the following month. So I feel more comfortable with doing just a $100 transfer instead of 300 today. And I'm actually going to be pulling that money from my other checking account that's with Chase, because that one I don't use really for anything except for investing, paying off debt, and then one sinking fund gets pulled from there, which is only $50 per month. So should be good to transfer. So we're gonna pull from my Chase checking account $100. I'll put up a screenshot of that confirmation page. Okay, so those are the 3 transfers for this week. So over the last week, I transferred $200 toward my student loans. I now have $20,300 saved specifically for my student loans. And if we were to subtract that from my total student loan balance of $36,000, I would be left with $15,700 of total debt. So I do want to go through, I have my notebook here with me because I did see that a couple of people asked like for an update on, you know, if I applied this money to my debt, how much would which loans would be taken care of and all that. So I didn't want to make a separate video. I figured I could seamlessly fit this in with my Transfer Tuesdays. I do still have this, this little debt tracker in my bullet journal, my notebook for 2022, and I haven't colored anything in. I do color in the thermometer that I have in my living room each time that I get like past the 1,000 milestone. But kind of like how this one is, every 1,000 I would color it in. I don't want to color this one in until I actually pay that debt down. So that one I'm fine with coloring in for some reason, because I don't know, I use a pink color instead of red, and to differentiate between what I have saved versus what I've actually paid down. But this one I just haven't wanted to touch until I actually pay debt down. Over on this page is a breakdown of the remaining 7 student loans that I have. So I have 36,000 total, but it's broken up between 7 different loans. And yes, it is $36,000 even. I would be able to pay off my 2 highest interest rate loans. Now, I don't know if interest rates are going to change once the forbearance ends. I hope not, or I hope they go lower. That would be great. But this is what they were before. So I put them in order from largest to smallest based off of what was there before the forbearance. Another thing is I do not know if student loans, I just want to clarify that I don't know if we have to pay student loans back yet or not, or like when that is coming. I just am showing you where my money would go to. Okay, so this first loan is $4,539.84. And it has an interest rate of 4.41%, so that is my highest loan. Currently, I used to have 11 loans. A couple of them were over 6%. I've already paid those off. So yeah, my highest is 4.41%. This one would be completely gone since that's under $5,000. My next one is my largest loan, but also the second highest interest rate at 4.04%. And this one has $12,219.16 left on it. That one would also be completely wiped out. And then this third loan also has an interest rate of 4.04, and there's $4,804.30 left on that one. So I would be able to pay, assuming I have what I have right now, I would be able to pay the bulk of this off, and there would be like $1,200 left. Come September, I probably will make a little bit of progress on my student loan savings before the end of the month. So if I were to pay this one down, I would have like $1,000 left on that one, and then the rest of these. All of these are under 4%. The interest rates are below 4%, at least that's where they ended off. I think my lowest interest rate is 3.15. I'd have to check, I didn't fill it in here. But yeah, that would wipe out the first 2. I'm very excited that I have enough to cover this largest loan, because I remember back when I like started saving for this, and even just back when I started this debt-free journey, seeing a $12,000 loan was really intimidating. So it's encouraging that this would be gone if the forbearance ends in September. Yeah, so I don't know if that's coming, but that's what would happen. I would have 4 loans left and a little bit of a 5th one, so 5 loans left, but I would be able to pay that off within the month after. Yeah, and that would leave me with less than, what, $15,000 of student loan debt left, which sounds unreal. Like, when I think about this whole journey, just to think back to, you know, I started the highest amount of debt that I had was June 2018. So that was quite some time ago, you know, and it has been so long. Like, I think of everything that I've paid and how long this has taken and all the things that I've gone throughout that time, you know, like there's big things that happen every year, and it's like, wow, I was still paying off this debt. So it wasn't all student loans, obviously, but just to go from $82,200 to less than $15,000 sounds insane. It's also a little bit upsetting because I'm like, wow, imagine if I had that much money to invest or to use for other things instead of debt. But it's okay. That's just the way things worked out. And I know that without my loans, without my debt, I would not be where I am today. Like, I am making better financial decisions because of my debt, and I know that I'm going to have a brighter financial future because of these money struggles that I had to begin with. So there is, you know, a bright side to everything, and I definitely struggle to see that sometimes, but I also can sit there and recognize that this has been a good thing for me. But that doesn't mean that I'm not ready for this debt to be 100% paid off. That's it from me for today's Transfer Tuesday. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Thank you again to Rachel, to Sina. I really appreciate your support. Thank you for all of you for watching. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.